What's up, kings and queens? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell. That'll let you guys know whenever I post a new video. So today we are going to be talking about a question that I've been getting a lot lately on my tutorials of this topic, which is yarn braids over locks, protective styles over locks, or yarn wraps over locks. So when it comes to doing any kind of protective style or lock extensions over your locks, I do, in my personal opinion, think that is completely safe, but there are some things that you do want to keep in mind. Number one, you want to know your lock stage. And this does not cause damage, but depending on your lock stage, it may or may not affect your locks. For me, for example, I did my first yarn extension over my locks around 3 or 4 months, which means I was in the budding phase. Now, because I was in the budding phase and I put something tight over my locks, it did not continue to mature during that time span that I actually had my yarn braids over my locks. So it wasn't maturing. And that may or may not affect you. You may not mind, like say you're going on vacation or you really need that pop of color without putting lye or dye in your hair, or you just want to change it up because you do not like going through the ugly stage. Whatever your reason be, just make sure that you don't mind it slowing down your process. Will it affect your locks? For my experience, no, I did not get any damage to my locks by putting any extensions over my hair. The second thing you want to consider is the amount of time that you're keeping these extensions in over your locks. For me, the longest that I kept them in was about a month and a half, and that was the longest. Average time about 4 weeks. Being I did not want to experience any dryness, any breakage, any brittleness, and I also thought about my locks needing to mature, so I needed them not to stay in that long. A month delay, I really didn't mind as long as that it picked right back up when I took them out. I was good to go. And then the third thing that you need to consider is the regimen that you're doing with your hair. If you're doing this as a protective style, then you need to make sure that you have a regimen that's protecting your hair. With locks already have a tendency of being really dry, right? So if you do not moisturize your protective style, then it's not going to really be a protective style. It's actually going to cause damage. So for instance, if you moisturize with a water-based product or water or aloe vera or rose water, whatever you're using to keep your hair hydrated during your regimen, you need to do that more often when you have lock extensions, especially with yarn, because yarn has a tendency of kind of like cotton, and it absorbs the hydration, so it tends to absorb in itself without allowing you to get to the lock. So by doing it every single day and hydrating every single day, it will get to your locks. You can apply it directly to your scalp and then seal in with an oil, and then just keep doing that every single day. So for if you are usually, you may hydrate and moisturize every other day, make sure you do it every day. If you do this every couple of days, make sure you do it every day. I don't care how much hydration you think your locks have, make sure that you're hydrating your locks every single day so you don't have to deal with any breakage, any dryness, or any brittleness. And then the fourth tip is to wash your protective style, or wash your extensions that's over your locks. Do not be afraid to wash it. This will help prevent any kind of dandruff, any kind of buildup that you may get, or if you exercise a lot or your scalp just naturally produces a lot of dandruff, or it may have a tendency of smelling. You don't want that to go down when this is supposed to be like that vacation style. Make sure that you're washing your hair. The only thing that I've really experienced affecting by washing my hair is that my new growth. I've seen like a lot of new growth at the roots, and that because I had a good regimen. So that's the tips that I would give you guys. Just really really quick video. This is a question that I was getting a lot lately. So I guess you guys, you know, maybe some lock newbies and you're really considering putting some yarn extensions over your locks. It does not cause damage as long as you have a good regimen and as long as you don't leave it in too long. So that's what I have. For those of you who may not have tried it, would you try it? What do you think about putting yarn extensions, yarn braids, any kind of synthetic hair, or even lock extensions over your locks for a limited, temporary period of time? Let me know down below. If you like this video, give your girl a thumbs up. Until next time, be you, be beautiful, be blessed. Bye.